Okay, Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And this lesson is going to be entitled, The Light of the World, You Cannot Hide It. Because here it is, you have these clowns like No Class Malone, Vocab Malone, that, most people know him as TD Snakes or TD Jakes. Alright? And all these other characters, these other clowns, these other demons, devils, trying to pervert the gospel. All right, but in the scriptures do say the last days there shall be scoffers. All right. And the scriptures also say how you're gonna have some that depart from the faith. So we know it's according to prophecy, but you can't, for the majority, you can't hide the works that the Heavenly Father is doing in the earth. The word is already out. How we know that? Because camps, all right, Great Millstone camps, all right, are popping up all throughout the world, man, the four corners of the earth. Bolivia, Peru, all right, Suriname, Jamaica, UK, Austria, all over, man. Philippines, okay. So this is John chapter 3, verse 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. I want to say Salakia, all praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostle. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom to the elect. Even if I said it already, all praise goes to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Can't do that enough. It says, he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. Which Yahweh Shai is the mediator, all right, for our iniquity. So if you don't believe on him, you're doomed already, man. You're the Antichrist, okay? Which the Antichrist, which means what? To go against Yahweh Shai, which is spirit of Yahweh Shai. All right, let's just grab that. Revelations was at 19 and 10. So you're Antichrist because you go against prophecy. For those boneheads out there who say that the northern, who say that the so-called Hispanics are not the Israelites, all right, who talk shit against prophecy, man, who say that King David is not going to be back, who say that reincarnation doesn't exist. Okay, that's going against prophecy. Revelations 19 and 10, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship God. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So you are an Antichrist. You don't believe that, man. You don't believe in prophecy. Okay? It says, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. All right, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. That's why you have guys that stump this truth, because their deeds are evil, man. Perverting the gospel for their own for filthy lucre's sake. Even though the truth is already out there, man. But that's how you know how much of a devil they are. That even though the truth is already out there, they're still gonna fight tooth and nail to hide it, to conceal it. But you cannot hide light in a dark room, man. You gotta work that much harder, man. That's like holding your hand over a flashlight. You gotta make sure that there's no cracks in between your hand, in between your fingers, because you're gonna still see that light. And we know it's cracks. All right, spiritually speaking, it is cracks. And these guys, in between these guys' fingers, when they try to cover the light, because what? How we know that? Because they don't preach the word, man. They don't preach the word, man. When you speaking of yourself, hey, it's definitely gonna be some cracks in there. So it says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. for everyone that doeth evil. Oh, and that's another thing, man, especially with our people, all right, T.D. Snakes, which he knows he's an Israelite, you know. His deeds are evil because here it is, we're preaching of righteousness, of no more wickedness, which if he's supposed to be a man of God, he's supposed to be a lover of the gospel, man. Okay? But here it is, he goes against the gospel, which is what we stand for, the gospel, man, the good news that Israel is going to basically have their kingdom, man, where no more wickedness can dwell upon the earth. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither come to light, lest his deeds should be reproved. Okay, so I noticed that too. A lot of guys, a lot of these false pastors and preachers, here it is, they never address the scriptures that we bring out, but they always they just do a lot of talking, but they never bring out any scriptures. Okay, but he that doeth truth cometh to light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in God. Okay, so us, on the contrary, hey, we're not afraid to be ridiculed, man. We're not afraid to be put out there on the forefront because we know that this is the truth and we know what we're doing is correct. You know? And how do we know that? Because these things are coming to pass. We know that we preach about the chip being the RFID, the mark of the beast. We know that's correct because what is coming to pass. We know that the so-called Hispanic brothers, all right, are of the tribes because how they're waking up. You know? We know these things to be true. But then you have those who speaking of lies, all right, they're being condemned. You know, so they got to fight tooth and nail. Like I said, they got to fight harder to try to shut it down, man. All right, but the scriptures say in Acts 5th chapter, if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest ye find yourself fighting against the Heavenly Father. Okay, I can actually quoted it. Why not grab it? Let's see, Acts 5. We could start at 35, and said unto Acts 5:35, and said unto them, ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men. For before these days rose up Theudas, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who were slain, and all as many as obeyed him were scattered and brought to naught. After this man rose up, Judas of Galilee, in the days of taxing, drew away much people after him. He also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed. Now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel of this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against God. You know? So that's what it is, man. You finding yourself to fight, like Yahweh said to Paul, why kick ye against the pricks? You know, you hurting yourself. Okay, this is Matthew 6 and because the Lord said in Isaiah 55, you know, he sent his word out and it's not going to come back to him void, man, but it shall accomplish to that where he sent it. You know, he sent it to wake up the elect of all the tribes of only Israel, and that's where it's waking it up, man. You know, this is Matthew 6, I'm sorry, 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that light? You know? How great is that darkness? Laki. Okay, so you got a lot of guys who is just dark, man. They're wicked. You know? That's why the scriptures say in Jeremiah the 5th chapter, for behold, among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set traps, they catch men. You know? So it says, if therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? You know, because here it is. This word is shown unto you. You know, it's being presented to you. All right, but yet and still, it's not piercing you. It's not reaching into your heart, into your mind. You know, which goes to show you how dark that light is, man. How dark you are, man. You know. Let's see. Psalm 64:6. They search our iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. You know, and you think about what? Deep waters of how the light, the light, you know, on the surface could only hit but so far, man. But majority is dark, it's cold, all right? And that's how majority of our people is. Majority of these other so-called pastors are the dead men, you know, with no light in them, man. No pulse. Okay, but us of the hopeful elect, you know, we're going to manifest his truth, man. Let me see, Matthew 12. Matthew 12:14, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. You know? So what this mean, man? I'm bringing out all the scriptures about light and a deep heart. All right, so light represents wisdom. Light represents Yahushua. You know? Hey, real quick, I just thought of what was that in Proverbs? Let me see. Slovakia. I think it's 6. I can't find it, but it talks about how basically wisdom is light, some to that extent. I forgot exactly where it's at, but yeah, but it speaks about how wisdom is light, you know, which again, wisdom goes back to the scriptures, man. So all we really got to do is come out of the scriptures, man, and let those that don't come out of the scriptures condemn themselves. So it says, Matthew 12:16, let your light so shine before men, in which you notice Yahushua was saying this to his men, his disciples, you know, that they may see your good works and glorify your power which is in heaven. Think not, I actually started at 14. I'm going to start back at Matthew 12:14. Ye are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Okay? So that's what we doing, man. All the elect, man. What we're doing is we putting his word out there and it's giving light unto all the elect, man. You know, as it is written in Isaiah 60, arise, shine, for thy light is come. So it says, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your power which is in heaven. And all these men are waking up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem,